Hey everyone, Diego here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm showcasing my Jafar deck. This deck can close out games super quick and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I might be testing out Mickey Mouse Inspirational Warrior, but I wouldn't necessarily aim to throw any big cost characters in there. I would just use Mickey as utility to plus off the challenge, bring another body on board, and hopefully that body would be Jafar Striking Illusionists. Alright, let's get to the gameplay. Alright, game 1. I start off banking a Jafar to play a Diablo and pass. In this deck I want to play as many characters that draw as possible, just so I can find my key cards like Jafar, Striking Illusionist, or any Jafar in general, just so I can shift onto them and a whole new world. My opponent inks and plays Eternal Box Followers and passes. I ink me to play a Cusco, and then I quest for 1 with the Diablo. My opponent inks Magic Broom. They quest for 1 with the Eternal Box Followers, denying trigger, and then they play a Queen of Hearts, taking out my Diablo, and then I draw. They pass. I ready up, draw. Here's where Cusco comes in clutch. I anchor friends on the other side, and for 3, I play Jafar, giving Cusco +2 challenger, and then taking out the Eternal Box Followers, denying that draw on the next turn, and then I draw a card off the Cusco. That feels nice because Cusco is a 2-drop and Jafar is a 3-drop, so it's a nice curve to have. My opponent's gonna quest for 1 with the Queen of Hearts, and then play a Sisu, and passes. I ready up, draw. Here I'm waiting for my opponent. I want to make sure that they are aware of everything that I'm doing. So I ink a Cusco. Then I don't know why here I pay 4 ink to play a Giant Cobra when it only costs 3. But either way, it doesn't matter. I use Cobra's on play effect. I discard a card. Looks like it was the Lamp, and I gain 2 lore, and then I quest for 2 with the Jafar, putting me at 5 to my opponent's 2. My opponent's gonna take out Jafar. We'll trade with the Queen of Hearts. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit off today. I'm a bit under the weather. My opponent inks a Diablo, and then quest for 2 with the Sisu. And then for 4 plays a Rabbit to draw, and then they pass. I ready up, draw. Here I do a huge misplay and I catch it right after I do it. I pay 2 for a Chromicon, and then 2 more for a Chromicon. And I draw immediately off both, instead of challenging into the Sisu when I only had, I think it was like 1 card in my hand. My Giant Cobra would have survived the challenge, but since I decided to shotgun the draws off of the Chromicons, Sisu was strong enough to trade with my Giant Cobra. But we live and we learn, and I'm definitely not going to make that mistake again. My opponent is going to quest for 1 with the Rabbit, and then play a Fox, bouncing the Rabbit to draw. And they play a Fin Rider, Frenemy, and pass. I ready up, draw. I use both Chromicons to draw 2 cards. Well, we both draw 2 cards. And then for 4, I play a Jafar, Keeper of Secrets. And I ink a Jafar. And then for 2, I play a Cusco, Wanted Llama, and pass. My opponent gains the 3 lore off of the Film Rider. Yeah, next turn I believe I have Jafar in my hand, so I'm just hoping he doesn't have a way to banish it. Although I don't think Ruby runs anything that would be able to banish my Jafar in this spot. Even Lady Tremaine, I would just pick my Cusco. My opponent plays a rabbit to draw. And they play another Fin Rider. And they just quest out and pass. I ready up, draw. Ainka Mulan. And here he comes, Jafar, striking illusionist, singing a whole new world. We discard our hands, draw 7 cards, I gain 7 lore. I went from 5 to 12. Cusco's gonna challenge into the Fin Rider, dealing 1 damage. I draw a card, gain a lore off of Jafar. And then I use both Chromicons to draw 2 cards, gaining 2 lore. And then for 2, I played the lamp, popped the lamp, and since I have Jafar, I get to draw 2 cards, gaining 2 more lore, putting me at 17. And then I pass. Now here, if my opponent has a Lady Tremaine, they could banish my Jafar. But at this point, I don't really think I mind. My opponent quests out with all his characters and then drops the Be Prepared. He passes. I ready up, draw. I play a goat, gaining a lore, putting me at 18, and then I drop the giant cobra, using its ability to gain 2 lore, putting me at 20. GG's. Game 1 goes to We Are Jafar. Alright, game 2. My opponent inks and plays a Turn Box Followers. We're on the draw. I ink a Smee, play a Diablo, and pass. My opponent draws. Quest for 1 with the Turn Box Followers. Looks like they're thinking about the trigger. Alright, they deny it, and then they play a Queen of Hearts and pass. I draw. I ink a Cusco, Wanted Llama, quest for 1 with the Diablo. And then for 2, I play a Mr. Smee and pass. My opponent inks the Turn Box Followers. The Queen of Hearts takes out the Diablo. I draw. And they quest for 1 with the Turn Box Followers to draw. And they play out a Sisu and pass. I quest for 2 with Mr. Smee. I ink another Cusco, Wanted Llama. And I play the Giant Cobra, discarding another Cusco and gaining 2 lore and pass. My opponent inks a Magic Broom, plays a rabbit to draw. Then he crashes his Queen of Hearts into my Mr. Smee and passes. I draw. I ink a Pete. And then I play a Jafar, Keeper of Secrets. Here I'm comfortable leaving Jafar as my only character because I know my opponent won't have enough ink this turn to play a Lady Tremaine. So I knew he was safe, and even if he played like an Elsa, and exerted my Jafar. He has 5 willpower. Even Elsa and Rabbit wouldn't be enough to take the Jafar out. My opponent quests with the Rabbit for 1 and then plays the library. And then Exasisu, and for 2 plays a snake, bouncing the rabbit to draw a card, and they pass. Already up, draw, income Mr. Smee, and here he comes again. Jafar striking the illusionist, singing a whole new world. I gain 7, putting me at 12 again, and I pass. So now I'm a little bit worried for the Lady Tremaine, but being 6 lore ahead gives me a little ease of mind. And good thing we run the goats and the giant cobras, because those, in this situation where Jafar would be taken out, it would help a lot, because we can just get to 20 hopefully faster than my opponent can. My opponent plays a rabbit to draw, and then for 2 they put both characters into the library, and then they quest with the snake for 1 and pass. I ready up, draw. Thankfully our Jafar survived. I'm thinking if I can close out the game this turn. Let's see. I ink a Jafar for 3. I play a Pete for no actions. I use Along Came Zeus on the rabbit, slung by Jafar. Unfortunately, it was in a whole new world. I play a Magic Broom, then I play a Diablo, triggering Magic Broom's effect to draw. I gain a lore. And then I play a Mulan, drawing and then discarding, but I still get that 1 lore from the draw. And then I pass. My opponent gets the 1 lore off of the library. They play a Diablo, they play a Magic Broom, and then for 5 they play a Maui, Hero to All, and they quest for 1 with the snake, putting them at 9 to my 14, and pass. I ready up, draw, and now we're off to the races. I'm gonna quest for 1 with Jafar. Diablo's gonna crash into snake. I draw, so I gain a lore, putting me at 16. I play a Chromicon, using it to draw, gaining another lore. Then I play the lamp, popping it because I have Jafar. I draw 2 more cards. I'm at 19. And instead of just questing with Pete, I decide to use him to sing Friends on the Other Side for the 20 lore. GG's. Happy questing.